revising it, and also we are including something new. So ja, nein Fragen. So let me just get something, the symbols. Okay, so as you can see, we have some W questions. So we're going to right away start with this. Yeah, you see there are few options. For example, in the first one you have was, which means what, where means who, wo means where, warum means why, one means when, and we means how. So look at the question and tell me what answer do you think will be suitable. First one. We'll go horizontally. Yeah, you have 4 lines, so we'll do one, both the question left and right same time. So look at the questions and think of the sentence, and if you are ready, just raise your hand and you give the answer for the left and right of the first row. Who is ready? Okay, Pratik.
First one is wo wants to.
Yeah. And the other one, the right side.
Wie heiße sie?
We
Yes, ma'am.
heist means,
Heißt sie.
yeah, we heist. Very good. Thank you, Shom. So now I'm going to give 3 sentences, and anyone can just tell me what's the distinction. How do you distinguish those 3 sentences? Okay. So one sentence is this. Not able to move. 1 second. I and C. This is one sentence. Second, iced C. So now you got these 3. Oh, third is a mistake. Third sentence, V hyphen G. To the third sentence. So now look at all 3 sentences. Cancel the middle one. And what do you think? What do they mean? First one, V hyphen Z. What does it mean? Pratik, what does it mean? V hyphen Z, the top one. Anybody? What does it mean? The top question, V hyphen Z.
Who are you?
Yes. Who are you? What's your name? Yeah. Second one, V heist Z. What does it mean?
It is what is your name, but who is your name?
Can you be loud, Vignesh?
It is what is your name, but to a female.
So not what is your name, this is, how do you translate? If you,
What's her name?
sorry?
What's her name?
Exactly, what's her name? No? So you have to remember the table of Hyson. How do you conjugate the verb, right? So you see, the conjugation is heist, which is done with third person singular. No, air Z S. So it's that Z. So what's her name? And the last one now, V hyphen Z. What does it mean?
What is their name? Because it's for the plural one.
Yes. So what's their names? No. Who are they? Yeah. So Z hyphen. So for example, if I say V hyphen Z, you can say ek heiße Vignesh. Yeah, you can say that. Then I ask V heist Z. Then you just think of who is the girl. Some girl. Okay, I just give one name, a random girl. Yeah, Z heist. No. Heist. Okay, Pallavi. We can say V hyphen Z, the last one. So it will be Z hyphen, maybe 2-3 people together. Z hyphen, Pratik, Nath, und Vignesh. Somebody wants to know their name. So you have to include all 3 people and give their name. 3-4 people, whoever you think are standing there. So that's how we differentiate. Okay. So let's move to the next row now. You have 2 different sentences. One is what do you have written? What do you see written there? Alter. So alter is noun. No, age. Age is called in German Alter. So it relates to alter, relates to age, the question. Next is you see a clock. So these are the hints. So look at them and tell me how will you formulate your question.
And the first one would be wo wants do.
First row we already finished, no? Second row.
Right, yes. Okay, fine.
Yeah.
One second.
How do you ask the age of a person?
Wie alt bist du?
Yes. And the next one?
Wo kommst er?
Loudly, Akshay. I can't hear you.
Wo kommst er?
Wo kommt here is not correct. If you
Woher
want
kommst er?
to say where, yeah, if you want to say where does he come from where is he coming, that's the question you will ask, no? So you will say woher kommt er. That option is not given. Out of the given option, what will you say? You can say one. No, this is something maybe new. So one means when. When is he coming? Wann kommt er? Er kommt heute, for example. What does it mean if I say er kommt heute? He's coming today.
He's coming
No.
today.
You have another, yeah. You have another question, warum. What do you think? What is warum? Warum means today. Warum means why. You can extend this sentence. Warum kommt heute? Why is he coming today? Warum kommt heute? Yeah. So you can say he is having exam, for example. How do we say he is having exam? He is having exam today. So heute hat die Prüfung. Prüfung is exam. Heute hat die Prüfung. Today he has exam. Yeah. Just that's how we keep on in, like through association you can keep on making conversation longer. No. Okay, let's move to the next row. Tell me, what will you say? Are you familiar with the verb? We have learned the conjugation of both the verbs. In this row, we just have, in the first question, we have one more W question, that is we oft. We oft. Anybody has any idea what can it be? We oft. How often? Okay. How often do you do something? No, something like that. For example, we oft do cricket. How often do you play cricket? Yeah, that could be one question. Wie oft spielst du Cricket? You can say, ich spiele Cricket einmal in der Woche. I play cricket once in a week. Yeah, or so einmal in der Woche means once in a week. How do you say twice in a week? I have German class twice in a week. Wie oft hast du Deutschunterricht? Yeah. So you can say wie oft lernst du Deutsch? Yeah. How often do you learn German? So you can say ich habe Deutsch zweimal in der Woche. Twice in a week. Yeah, I have German class. German class is called Deutschunterricht. Unterricht means class. Yeah, so Deutschunterricht. So ich habe Deutschunterricht zweimal in der Woche. So if you have to say thrice, how do you say that? Quickly, thrice. It's logical,
Dreimal.
no? Dreimal. So that's how it will go on. Dreimal, viermal, fünfmal, sechsmal. Yeah. Okay. So now let's move to our question. You had only one new W question, so I gave you the meaning. Now you should be able to find the answer for the third row. Quickly, how will we respond to this? What is machen?
To make something.
To do, to make also, or to do
make, yeah.
something. Yeah. For example, what are you doing in English? How will you say that in German? Quickly, please respond. We are losing time.
Wie lacht er?
No, first one. First sentence, no? On the one on the left side. Magst du?
Wie magst du?
Was magst du?
Was magst du? What are you doing? Was magst du? Yeah. And the next one, lacht er. You have the option wie, you have the option where, you have warum, was, wo, wann. What do you think? What will be the most appropriate or appropriate W question here? Lachen. What is lachen? What the kid
laugh.
is doing in the picture? Laugh. The child is laughing. So what can you ask?
Warum?
Yes. Warum lacht er? Why is he laughing? Okay. Now let's move to the last row. We have here one question which is wie viele. Wie viele means how many. Yeah, you will have one more which is wie viel. If you have wie viel, that means how much. Yeah, so what is quantified, for that we use wie viele. What is not quantified, for that we use wie viel. Okay, for example, wie viele Bücher hast du? How many books you have? Yeah. Wie viele Bücher hast du? How many books you have? Or you can say, wie viel Geld hast du? Geld, money, you cannot quantify. So you will use wie viel. So got it? So now Geschwister means siblings. So what will we say?
Wie viele?
Complete the sentence.
Wie viele Geschwister hast du?
Has to. Yeah. So suppose you have one brother. So you won't use Geschwister again. Then you can specify. If you have one brother, you can say ich habe einen Bruder. It becomes einen because of the case. We'll learn next after all these things. Maybe in next or next to next class we will start with cases. Yeah. So ich habe einen Bruder. I have a brother. Or you can say, ich habe eine Schwester. I have a sister. Yeah. So Geschwister is used for siblings. If you have one brother, you mention I have a brother. If you have a sister, you mention I have a sister. If you have one brother, one sister, then you say, ich habe einen Bruder und eine Schwester. Yeah. So you can go on increasing the number too. If you have two brothers, you mention ich habe zwei Brüder. Make plural of Bruder, make plural of sister. Yeah, that's how it will go on. Okay, last one. You have here one more new W question which we have discussed earlier, no? Welcher. What is welcher? Welcher means which, no? So what will we put here? We'll put welcher only. Welcher Tag ist heute? Which day is it today? Yeah. So, for example, if I'm asking you this question about today, what will be your answer? Welcher Tag ist heute? Do you remember the name of the days? Welcher Tag ist heute? Who can tell? Looking for answer. Who will give me the answer to this? Welcher Tag ist heute?
Heute ist Mittwoch. Mittwoch.
Mittwoch, very good. Heute ist Mittwoch. Okay. Akshat, welcher Tag war gestern?
Sorry, ma'am.
Welcher Tag war gestern? I have put it in the chat box also. Do you remember we have done this last class? Last class maybe. Welcher Tag war gestern?
Yes.
Which day was yesterday?
Yestertag ist Dienstag.
No. How do we respond to this? Gestern war Dienstag. Yeah. Gestern war Dienstag. Welcher Tag war gestern? Gestern war Dienstag. No? Okay. So it's, you have to keep on looking through your PPTs and all that so that you don't forget. At least do it before you are starting the class. So let's move to this next page and we will work on this exercise also. So this is also to remember all the conjugations. No, let's make the conversation. You have options A and B. All the time A and B should go together. So how does it work? For example, for first line, both sides, A and B. It's very simple. Can you give me the answer? How do we make the sentence? Top one.
V heißen Sie. Er heißt Wansier Müller.
Yeah, very good. Second one is very correct. But the first one has to correct the second one, no? If the response is he is Wanche Müller, what will be the question? That means your question has to be formulated about air, no? Who is he? You have to ask that question, no? What's his name? No? That will be the question. How do you say what's his name?
Wie heißt er?
Yes. Wie heißt er? Er heißt Wanche Müller. Okay? And then the second one? Second one could be, it's little bit tricky. Where is thus? Who is this? But it will not correspond to the B. No. Pedro ist ein Lehrer. We can say where ist ein Lehrer? Who is a teacher? Then it will give Pedro is a teacher. No. Wer ist ein Lehrer? Pedro ist ein Lehrer. Yeah. It cannot be, we can't say where is Pedro? Who is Pedro? Can we say that? Pedro, then our response will be Pedro is a teacher. I would say who is a teacher? So Pedro is a teacher. Pedro ist ein Lehrer. Let's move to the third row. I give you 1 minute. Think how will you make sentence.
Wo wohnst er? And then
Wo?
er wohnt in.
How did you conjugate wohnen? Wo? Won't. No? No S.
Oh yeah,
won't
sorry, yeah. Wohnt er.
Yeah. Wo wohnt er? So, er wohnt in
Brazilian.
Brazilian. Very good. Okay. Now the last one is malen. Malen is to paint. So what can we say? Suppose the response is er malt sehr gern. He loves to paint. That is the response. So question could be, was macht er gern? What does he love to do? No, so use the question machen. Was macht er gern? Er malt sehr gern. He loves to paint. No, it's like talking about somebody's hobby. So er malt sehr gern. So question could be, was macht er gern? Okay, let's move to the next one. Here we have again the same verb heißen. How do we use it? First line. Heißen. Maybe it's always good to make the second part first. For example, be. What do we say? How do we conjugate heißen here? Sie, you have two people, Pietra and Paul Euler. So what do we say? Sie. Sie heißen Pietra und Paul Euler. They are called Pietra und Paul Euler. They are Pietra and Paul Euler. So what will be the question? Question will be, wie heißen sie?
Heißen sie.
What are, who are they? Wie heißen sie, small z, no? Who are they? So, sie heißen Pietra und Paul Euler. Okay, next sentence is already given. Pietra ist ein Mädchen und Paul ist ein Junge. So, who are they? Yeah. Where sind sie? Or we can say, to be more specified, yeah, this question, for me, this second line is problematic, like above one was a problematic line. Yeah, I won't ask this question. Where sind sie? Who are they? Yeah. So let's skip this, just move to the next part. So Pietra ist ein Mädchen und Paul ist ein Junge. Okay, let's go to the next one. Wohnen. It's very simple again. Wo wohnen sie, but here it will be small z. Where do they live? If you have to say that in German, you say wo wohnen sie with small z. No? So sie wohnen in Hanover. They live in Hanover. Okay, tell me the next one. You have a number in the end. So how will you make A? How will you formulate the question and how will you give the response? Except Vignesh, no one else is speaking. How do you ask the question? Wie alt sind sie? Maybe they are same age. How old are they? Sie sind 24 Jahre alt. No, they are 24 years old. So again, you will always remember that it's very small when we write capital letter, when we write small letter in German. No, it can change the meaning. So, wie alt sind sie means how old are they? So, sie sind 24 Jahre alt. Okay. Then last one is singen. Do you know what is singen? To sing. So, was macht Machen Sie gern. I would like to formulate question like this. Was machen Sie gern? What do they love to do? If you want to ask that in German, you say was machen Sie gern? So in response, you can say Sie singen gern. Yeah, they love to sing. So you see, this is how it will go on. You have to do the next two by yourself. And in the next class, we will be working on Ja, Nein Fragen, and we'll also read a text. Yeah. So I'm going to stop for now here.